rather passive play here. Nobody's really going in to harass the other champion. As I said, I'm not a Cyan expert, so I don't know how to play him. I don't know what's good. Whether you should be aggressive with the shield, for example, or you should just stay back. Shield isn't very strong, of course, in the early game, so a few hits should be able to take it out. He's at least keeping up with the last hitting. Malzahar is pretty good at last hitting. Yoshi Shaco coming in. A stun from Cyan, and then, yeah, unfortunately, Shaco cannot actually finish the job because the cow guy is coming in, and apparently Jarvan wants to join the party as well. Yeah, Alistar is very annoying in that way. Most people play him as a roaming champion, which means that he can be anywhere on the map at any time. He doesn't actually stay in a lane. He just goes wherever he is needed. And that way he can basically gank people from level 1 onwards, and he only needs to be level, I think, 3 or 4, and then he's already at maximum efficiency. In late game, of course, you want him to be level 6 at least, so he can use his ultimate. But it's not really necessary. Okay, he gets killed here. So eventually he will need some experience, but the further we get into the game, the more experience the minions give. So it's relatively easy to level up late game compared to early game. And he can perform pretty well while being underrated or under leveled. Can't talk all of a sudden. This is really bad. Anyway, so Cyan just trying not to get killed here. Flashed away to avoid the ultimates of Malzahar, because he's not really high health at the moment, and he would probably get taken out. So he gets the boots of mobility and some health potions, and apparently the mid has gone bottom. Don't know why exactly. Well, Alistar is now mid, but Alistar is only level 4, while Malzahar is level 6. But as I said, Alistar can be wherever. It doesn't really matter. He just does his thing. He if you play him correctly, he doesn't die at all. Unless you get ganked, of course, but yeah, why gank Alistar? There's no real reason to do so. So he's now leveling up in mid, and Cyan is going bottom to get the skill he's hoping to get. But he's getting killed. So we see Malzahar. Oh, missed his flash there. But Malzahar was such a higher level than the other guys that he could just stay in and do all the damage. So apparently they warded the bottom, since everybody knew where the opponents were, and they could target them while they were in the bush. So that gives you the hint that there might be a ward. Well, Greg is trying to escape here, but is probably not going to. No. But then Irelia is caught by a Jarvan. Gets some backup from Sion, and they should be fine now. They're not going to get the kill, of course, because it's in turret range. And there we have Alistar. And Alistar is going to try to help them get this kill, trying to headbutt them into turret range, or at least out of the range of Sion, so that he cannot protect her. And they do get the kill. And that's how you should play Alistar. Alistar is not there to get the kills, he's there to help people get kills. By disabling them, by moving them either into turret range or into the range of his own team. And by doing so he gets assists and he lives off that gold, even though he doesn't really level up too much in the early game. So Sion moves to top lane. Shaco is holding middle lane as far as he needs to, because there's not a whole lot to hold there. And Zilean and Ezreal are bottom lane. Dragon has been warded once again. Dragon apparently is still there, even though there were plenty of opportunities for the opponents to get Dragon. Maybe I missed one, but I don't know. Probably not, because the respawn timer is something like 6 minutes and we're 11 minutes in. But I might have, I don't know. So Sion once again middle and trying to get a kill off here. Oh, forgets to detonate his shield. Yeah, that was probably really bad. And Alistar comes in, of course, because that's what he does. And he was trying to get the Shaco. But the Shaco got some protection from Sion and got to go home safely. So he got chased by some enemy champions. He's waiting for some backup and now goes back in. Yeah, they spot them in the brush here. It's just Alistar, and Alistar is really hard to kill, as you can see. Okay, running back. I don't know why. He probably could have helped get that kill top, but he ran away. Don't know why, because he was way too late to get these minions. So I'm not actually sure what he wants to do here. And they lose top turret. Maybe because he just went middle, but he's doing some pretty good damage on the turret himself, taking out about half, using his ultimate to stay alive here, I guess. Don't actually know what his ultimate does exactly. I know it gives him extra lifesteal and heals people around him, but probably gives him movement speed as well. So he gets the blue buff from Shaco. Which any champion using a lot of mana well, used pretty well. As well as the reduced cooldowns are of course excellent on any champion. And it's one of these things that people tend to forget in games I play. Uh, the red and blue buff are vital to your game. They can really change the whole course of the game. And yeah, people just forget to actually get them. And by not getting them, you're missing out on a lot of mana and a lot of potential damage of the red buff. And of course the red buff has a slow, and all of that makes that, well, your team is a lot weaker if you don't pick up the buffs. So the blue and the red one. The same goes for dragon. If your team doesn't get dragon and the opponent's team does get dragon, well, you're way behind right off the bat. So they're losing on all fronts once again. I don't know why I picked 2 games in which he's going to lose. Okay, they pick up 1 kill here, but they're probably going to get a dead teammate here again. Someone was apparently waiting for him. And then Ezreal misses 2 of his skill shots, and yeah. And they don't actually... oh wow. They didn't actually get that misfortune. I kind of assumed they would. But hey. So we see the Melzahar coming up the river, and yeah, Sion going back to get some more gold. But he gets killed. And I think at this point the Melzahar is out leveling him and out creeping him. It's no,